Welcome to Newsbeacon, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. The Royal Canadian Navy is facing a critical juncture. Its 4 Victoria-class submarines, acquired second-hand from the United Kingdom in the late 1990s, are rapidly approaching the end of their service lives. These submarines, once considered a cost-effective solution to bolster Canada's undersea capabilities, have served for over 2 decades, but time and technology have caught up with them. Maintenance challenges and aging systems have made it increasingly difficult to keep the fleet operational, and the clock is ticking. Today, only one of these submarines is fully operational, leaving Canada's vast maritime borders vulnerable and its ability to patrol and defend its waters severely limited. The remaining subs are either undergoing repairs or are out of commission, highlighting the urgent need for a modern replacement. The government has set a mid-2030s retirement date for the Victoria-class fleet, making the search for replacements not just important, but absolutely critical. Without new submarines, Canada risks a significant gap in its undersea defense capabilities, a gap that adversaries could exploit. Enter the Canadian Patrol Submarine Project, a bold initiative aiming to acquire up to 12 state-of-the-art submarines. These new vessels are designed to patrol not only the Atlantic and Pacific, but also the increasingly strategic Arctic region, where melting ice is opening new shipping routes and raising security stakes. Under-ice capability is now a non-negotiable requirement, as Canada's sovereignty and security in the Arctic become top national priorities. The ability to operate beneath the polar ice cap will allow Canada to assert its presence and respond to emerging threats in this rapidly changing environment. The timeline is tight. The first new submarine must be delivered by 2035 to prevent a dangerous capability gap. Any delay could leave Canada without a functioning submarine fleet for years, undermining both national defense and international commitments. The urgency of the project increased after former Prime Minister Trudeau's 2024 NATO summit pledge to significantly boost defense spending. This commitment put the submarine program in the spotlight, making it a key part of Canada's promise to its allies. Now, under Prime Minister Mark Carney, the government has accelerated the process, moving swiftly from planning to concrete action. The project is no longer just a proposal, it's a national priority with real momentum. On August 26, 2025, Carney announced that 2 international suppliers had been shortlisted, officially launching a high-stakes competition to build Canada's next-generation submarines. The eyes of the world, and Canada's own military, are watching closely. The finalists are 2 of the world's most respected non-nuclear submarine builders, each offering advanced designs and proven technology. The decision will not only determine the future of Canada's submarine fleet, but also shape the country's defense industry and international partnerships. This pivotal choice will define Canada's undersea capabilities for decades to come, influencing everything from Arctic sovereignty to NATO operations and global security commitments. The stakes are high. This is about more than just hardware. It's about Canada's role in Arctic security, its credibility within NATO, and its ability to protect its own interests in a rapidly changing world. The future of Canadian submarine warfare now hangs on this pivotal selection, a decision that will echo through the nation's defense strategy for generations. One of the most surprising aspects of Canada's search for new submarines is the absence of its closest ally and neighbor, the United States. Given the deep military ties between the 2 countries, many might expect the US to be a natural partner in such a major defense project, but, in reality, America isn't even in the running. The reason is straightforward: the US Navy exclusively builds nuclear-powered submarines. These vessels are technological marvels, but they're not what Canada is looking for. Canada's requirements call for conventional diesel-electric submarines, which are fundamentally different from the nuclear models produced by American shipyards. Nuclear submarines come with enormous costs, both in terms of money and infrastructure. They require specialized facilities, highly trained crews, and a level of political commitment that Canada simply isn't prepared to make right now. The idea of acquiring nuclear-powered subs would almost certainly ignite a heated national debate, touching on everything from defense spending to environmental concerns. Instead, Canada is focused on acquiring advanced conventional submarines. These diesel-electric boats are quieter, more cost-effective, and perfectly suited for patrolling the Arctic and Canada's vast coastal waters, missions that are central to Canadian defense strategy. Historically, Canada has always turned to Europe for its submarines, not the United States. Past purchases have come from countries with a long tradition of building high-quality conventional subs. This time, the search has led to Germany and South Korea, two nations recognized as global leaders in conventional submarine technology. Their shipyards have a proven track record of delivering reliable, advanced submarines to navies around the world. Meanwhile, the US government, especially under President Trump, has been focused on its own strategic priorities, such as the AUKUS Pact with the UK and Australia. Selling submarines to Canada simply isn't on Washington's agenda. There's been no push from American officials or defense contractors to offer a US-built option, and no sign that this will change anytime soon. The reality is, the American defense industry simply doesn't manufacture the type of submarines Canada needs. Their expertise and production lines are dedicated to nuclear-powered vessels. So Canada's decision to look elsewhere is a practical, technical one, not a political slight or a sign of strained relations. In the end, Canada's procurement process is moving forward with partners who can deliver the right technology for its unique needs, ensuring the Navy is ready for the challenges ahead. Germany's ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems, or TKMS, stands as one of the world's most respected submarine builders, and is now one of Canada's two finalists in the race to supply the next generation of submarines. Their offering, the Type 212 CD, is a state-of-the-art vessel that draws on decades of German engineering expertise and innovation. This advanced model is already in production for both the German and Norwegian navies, ensuring that it meets the rigorous standards of NATO partners. By choosing the Type 212 CD, Canada would benefit from proven NATO interoperability, shared logistics, and a platform that is already trusted by key allies. The submarine's cutting-edge air-independent propulsion system, powered by hydrogen fuel cells, allows it to operate underwater for extended periods without surfacing. This capability is especially vital for stealthy patrols in the harsh and remote Arctic environment, where endurance and silence are crucial for both surveillance and deterrence. TKMS has committed to delivering the first submarine to Canada by 2034, with a second following by 2037. This timeline is designed to align with Canada's naval renewal plans, helping to avoid capability gaps as older submarines are retired. The German proposal is based on a mature, low-risk design that has already been tested and refined, which is particularly appealing to Canadian officials who are wary of costly delays and technical setbacks. Beyond the submarines themselves, TKMS is offering significant industrial benefits. This includes technology transfer, local production opportunities, and the creation of high-quality jobs for Canadians, ensuring that the investment supports the domestic economy. These economic benefits are essential for securing both political and public support, making the project more than just a military procurement. The TKMS proposal is about building a long-term partnership between Canada and Germany, fostering collaboration and shared expertise for decades to come. At its core, the German offer emphasizes reliability, NATO commonality, and proven technology, qualities that are vital for Canada's future fleet and its role within the alliance. For Canada, partnering with TKMS means working with a trusted, experienced supplier that understands the complexities of modern naval operations. With its proven track record and forward-looking approach, the TKMS bid stands out as a strong contender to ensure a seamless transition to a modern, capable Canadian submarine fleet. South Korea's Hanwha Ocean is the other finalist, offering a variant of its advanced KSS-3 submarine. The KSS-3 features vertical launch systems and cutting-edge lithium-ion battery propulsion, promising greater endurance and speed. Hanwha touts this as the next leap in conventional submarine tech. Their aggressive delivery schedule, first sub by 2032, and 4 in the water by 2035 if a deal is signed soon. This rapid timeline is highly attractive to Canada, eager to close its capability gap. Hanwha also promises robust technology transfer and Canadian industrial participation. South Korea's track record in tech partnerships is strong. The choice is between proven German reliability and South Korean innovation with faster delivery. Both bids offer jobs and tech for Canada's defense sector. The decision will shape Canada's Navy for decades. The US isn't bidding for Canada's subs, but its focus on the AUKUS Pact with Australia and the UK looms large. AUKUS, finalized in 2023, is about giving Australia nuclear-powered submarines to counter China in the Indo-Pacific. President Trump and UK Prime Minister Starmer reaffirmed AUKUS as a top priority at the 2025 G7 summit. The US is dedicating its submarine resources to AUKUS, selling Australia-Virginia-class subs and co-developing a new class. This massive commitment leaves little capacity for other international projects. Canada's need for conventional subs simply isn't on Washington's radar. As a result, Canada must look elsewhere for its next fleet. US shipyards are stretched thin, struggling to meet their own Navy's needs and AUKUS commitments. Labor shortages, supply chain issues and maintenance backlogs plague American submarine production. Diverting subs to Australia already strains US fleet expansion. Critics warn AUKUS could weaken the US Navy, but the administration presses on. There's no spare capacity for a Canadian project, even if the US built conventional subs. Canada knows this, so it's focused on suppliers with proven available production lines. The US industrial crunch is a cautionary tale for Ottawa's procurement strategy. Canada's submarine project is one of its largest ever military buys, with costs possibly exceeding $20 billion. Past overruns like the F-35 fighter jet program fuel public skepticism and political caution. Ottawa is determined to avoid another budget fiasco. Officials are scrutinizing not just purchase price but long-term maintenance and support costs. Both TKMS and Hanwha must offer fixed-price proposals and clear cost controls. The German bid, with its established production line, may seem less risky. The newer South Korean tech could face more scrutiny on sustainment costs. Canada must balance advanced capability, speed, and fiscal responsibility. The submarine replacement unfolds amid a new political consensus in Canada. Defense spending must rise. Trudeau's NATO pledge set the stage. Carney's government is pushing the project forward as a matter of sovereignty and industrial strategy. Shortlisting suppliers and setting timelines signals Ottawa's resolve. The US, under Trump, is focused on its own military buildup and AUKUS, not on smaller allied deals. This leaves Canada to act independently. Without US pressure or support, Canada must fill its own capability gaps. The current political alignment allows Canada to pursue a non-American solution without straining US relations. The project is a test of Canadian leadership and commitment to Arctic security. The outcome will define Canada's defense posture for years. Canada's submarine decision is about more than picking a design. It's about defining its navy and alliances for the next 50 years. Negotiations will weigh German reliability and NATO ties against South Korean innovation and speed. The winner must offer not just capability, but real industrial benefits for Canada. This project marks a shift. Canada is looking beyond the US for key defense needs. Germany and South Korea are stepping up as major partners in North American security. The final choice will balance technology, cost, delivery, and economic impact. A modern submarine fleet will make Canada a stronger NATO partner and Arctic power. After years of delay, Canada is finally moving to secure its maritime future. The world is watching as Canada makes this defining choice.